Is UFC lightweight champion Islam Makhachev cheating? Lightweight contender Bobby Green is back with his conspiracy theories. The last time he talked about Makhachev, Green claimed that the Dagestani is super strong because he has been taking steroids since he was 10 years old. Now, ahead of Makhachev's second lightweight title defense, which will take place against Charles Oliveira at UFC 294, Green has doubled down on his beliefs.
I'm gonna go with Islam. And the only reason why I say that too is like, this shit is like, you gotta see beyond you gotta see behind the scenes. Why they keep sending them over to Abu Dhabi? You know what I mean? You gotta go over to Abu Dhabi. Like the Russians be cheating right now. You know, disrespect to none of the Russian people. If you're my fans, I'll with you, but I'll be seeing some funny that I'm like, oh, because I know people all around and in different sections and stuff. Like, for instance, Khabib and Islam, they go to a mosque, you know? They train in some place where they can't be, you can't go to Usada, can't come in here for months. They can do whatever they want to do.
Moving on, a former MMA and kickboxing legend has joined the world of politics. But before we dive deeper into the story, please subscribe to Takedown MMA and turn on those notifications. Thank you. Alistair Overeem has officially announced his retirement from combat sports. The Reem's decision comes after months of speculation about his fighting future, especially after he faced a 12-month suspension related to a quote-unquote non-performance-enhancing drug, which his team stated was used for treating a back injury. Initially, Overeem had mentioned retirement, but there was uncertainty as his team suggested that he might have another fight or two left. However, it now appears that he has definitively chosen to retire and shift his focus to politics. The former MMA fighter and kickboxer plans to run for the Dutch House of Representatives as a member of the right-wing Belang van Nederland party. The announcement was made by Wybren van Haga. Here's what Van Haga tweeted, and I quote, "Martial arts legend Alistair Overeem trades the ring for the political arena. Together with BVNL, he will fight the real battles for the future of the Netherlands. We are proud to have him by our side." In a separate interview, Overeem explained why joining Van Haga's party was an easy decision for him. Quote, "I became frustrated by all the measures during the corona period. The government was talking about a health crisis, but the same government closed all gyms. No one except Wybren van Haga talked about health, healthier living, and the madness of the freedom-restricting corona measures." What do you guys think? Merab Dvalishvili doesn't understand why Dana White has a problem with him. The number 2 ranked bantamweight contender is the front-runner for fighting newly crowned champion Sean O'Malley, but the UFC is reluctant to give him a title shot because of his close friendship with former champ Aljamain Sterling, who is very much in title contention as well. Dana White has on a number of occasions expressed his displeasure over friends refusing to fight each other, and he went as far as saying that the Georgian should go elsewhere if he doesn't want to fight Sterling. Dvalishvili doesn't understand why Dana has a problem with him, especially when the UFC never offered him a fight with Sterling.
UFC never offered Aljo or me to fight each other. I don't understand why they complain to us we're not fighting. Yes, of course I say I don't want to fight Aljo and I don't want to fight Aljo, but if UFC offer fight and if UFC send like maybe offer good money, or if we are situation there is no one else then we can fight, then maybe me and Aljo we sit like always and maybe we can fight. But it's now they make big deal like friends, you know, like Aljo was always booked, you know, Aljo first Peter Yan and next TJ Dillashaw after Henry Cejudo, and then they push him back and make him come back quick, and they give O'Malley, and they never offer myself, or they never offer me Aljo. I don't understand why people or whoever they complain. I don't understand.
Should Merab Dvalishvili be the one to fight Sean O'Malley for the bantamweight title? Or is he going to fight Henry Cejudo? Triple C's manager Ali Abdulaziz has made a shocking revelation that Cejudo has accepted to fight Dvalishvili. Should Dvalishvili sign the dotted line as well, the fight will take place in December, according to Dominance MMA CEO.
Him and Henry are offered December. I don't think it's going to happen. Now the offer is in January. You know, Henry agreed, of course, because Merab is the guy to beat the fight for the title. And we're going to see, you know, Merab, he's out there. He wants maybe something different. And he earned what he asked for. You know, I cannot say he doesn't deserve it, because he's been on a great winning streak. But at the end of the day, Henry said yes. We're waiting on Merab. Merab can say yes, can say no. It's up to him.
If what Abdulaziz is saying is true, then it means that O'Malley will likely lock horns with Marlon Chito Vera, who is sitting at the number 6 spot in the division. But he has a major bargaining chip, which is a victory against O'Malley. Merab Dvalishvili or Marlon Vera? Who should Sean O'Malley fight next? Colby Covington has responded to UFC lightweight champion Islam Makhachev. In a recent interview, Makhachev revealed that should he defend his title against Charles Oliveira at UFC 294, he would like to move up to welterweight and fight the winner of the 170-pound title fight between Colby Covington and Leon Edwards. Makhachev also said he's hoping that Covington wins because Edwards won't fight him. Covington would happily give Makhachev a shot at the welterweight title should he win because he wants to give the Dagestani a taste of high-level American wrestling.
I'm setting up big business. Leon's first, and then, it needs to be American wrestling versus Dagestani wrestling. Everybody wants to see that fight. Makhachev's starting to run his mouth, but we know, guys, that his manager, Dvalishvili, is not going to let him get in my crosshairs. He can say whatever he wants to the media, but he doesn't really mean it. Makhachev knows I'd smack the shit out of him. He wouldn't be able to mess with raw American steel. He's nothing more than a sheep herder. I think it'd be the biggest and best spectacle the UFC could put on. And that's what we want to do, the biggest and best fights. The guy definitely walks around at more weight than I do. I just choose to fight closer to my natural weight. I don't want to cut all that weight to get the advantage. So, I'd like to see him come up and test himself.
Who do you think would win a potential fight between Colby Covington and Islam Makhachev? Tony Ferguson was once on an impressive 12-fight winning streak with a plethora of records in the division to his name. However, his remarkable run came to an abrupt end at UFC 249 when he faced Justin Gaethje. Since that pivotal fight in Jacksonville, Ferguson has struggled to secure a win, putting him on the verge of equaling another record. At UFC 296, the former UFC interim lightweight champion is set to go up against Paddy Pimblett. If Ferguson faces defeat in his next fight, he will tie BJ Penn's record for the most consecutive losses in UFC history, a total of 7. According to Beneil Dariush, the solution to Ferguson's problems is retirement.
As far as Tony Ferguson goes, I think Tony should hang it up, but it's his decision because from my understanding is in his training, he feels better. He's doing better. It's just for some reason, fight day, it's not showing up, and he has reasons for every one of the fights. But from what I felt personally, when I was striking with him, and we didn't do a lot of striking, there was a weird, awkward pause in his striking, almost like a like a glitch in the system. So I didn't like that. I personally think he should retire, but it's Tony's choice.
Do you agree with Beneil Dariush that Tony Ferguson should retire? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. To stay up to date with the latest happenings in the world of mixed martial arts, please subscribe to Takedown MMA and turn on those notifications. Thank you for your continued love and support, and we'll see you in the next one.